Pete here with Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. I have 5 stocks that I feel can 10 times in the next year. One is actually a right now stock, and next week it might double or triple. 2 are growth stocks, so they may take a little bit longer, and 2 of them are breakout stocks. So I'm going to put them in no particular order, but if you're looking for information like this, click the subscribe button, smash a like button, and comment below if you're looking at these or other stocks that might be interesting. Check out the video. All right, the first stock I want to review is Clearpoint Neuro. They actually recently changed names, but if you notice, the stock actually is declining. It went up and it's on a downtrend. The main reason they're on a downtrend is they're expecting lower earnings for this quarter than expected. And it was actually supposed to come out on the 18th. It has not. When it gets released, the stock may dip a little bit and it may be a buying opportunity. So if you're looking at it right here, of course, 1 month, they peaked almost 30 a share. Now they're dipping down. The stock earnings date was supposed to be on the 18th, like I mentioned, but even before that, this stock has been consistently doing better. And the main reason is all the development they're doing. So Clearpoint has an advanced system using MRI machines to basically avoid radiation. This is supposed to help people with seizure type conditions and also Parkinson's disease. This is currently in play. Keep in mind, you typically have the best investment opportunities before this gets in mainstream news and before it's released. But this is a huge opportunity. They're also working to target gene and stem cell therapy. So when you're looking at these 2 industries, I clearly believe that within a year to 2 years, this stock will 10x. So ticker CLPT. So check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are. This next stock is Electronic Control Security Incorporated, ticker EKCS. This stock currently is 55 cents, which seems pretty high. In my opinion, there's still a very good chance that this may double. So a couple days ago, it was a 9-cent stock, and then it shot through the roof. The reason why it did that is because they just got approved with a government contract. They got 2 things going for them. This is going to be a breakout stock, so it may go down a little bit, but then it could even go down to 9 cents. But in my opinion, it could times 10 from its current position. So if it dips, it would be a buying opportunity, and by the end of the year, it could be times 10. So looking at the positions here, you can see 55. They peaked a few days ago at 70 cents, and right before that, they're at 18. I'm going to play this.
The era of the drones is coming. Before we notice, they will be everywhere. Drones can be used for malicious deeds and terror. We can compromise our security and privacy, or we can defend ourselves. ArtSys 360, a micro radar based on a unique technological patent, detects and identifies drones, people, and vehicles. The best cost-effective system on the market. Take your defense seriously. ArtSys 360. Defend yourself.
So, you can see this type of system could be valuable. They're actually in Clifton, New Jersey, which is not far from where I'm at. But they also have real water testing. So they have a system that they can put in water. If water has contamination, pollution, or biological poisoning, it detects that in real time. So there's a couple things here that I think may double, triple their income and may also make the stock go up to 10 times even where it currently is. But keep in mind, with these smaller micro caps, there is a risk that it may go down for a while. Does that mean that's bad? No, more than likely it will come back up. But when you're looking at microcaps like this, it's hard to find news. So you really have to dig deep. So this could be a pretty big breakout stock, and it could go up pretty high. So check that one out. It's also long too. More than likely, it's not short. If you day trade it, of course, you can make money also. This next one I had on my website before, Palantir Technologies. Palantir Technologies was founded by Peter Thiel. Couple things that are helping them. They recently moved to Denver, Colorado. If you're wondering why, they were in California. Taxes, of course. Um, Palantir, when it first launched, it was a $9 stock. Very quickly, it shot up to 29. Now it's gone up and down, and now it's on a downward trend. If you're looking at this, of course, Palantir Technologies, they mostly did government contracts in the past, and we're not showing a profit. So even though the stock spiked with a lot of news that they're working with companies with their data mining technologies, which helps companies save money and helps identify problems. They also use technology to catch terrorists, and the FBI uses it, NSA, a lot of different companies. But they dipped. Of course, when it dipped, Kathy Woods bought a ton of it, like she always does. Every time there's bad news, she uses that for opportunities. You guys should. Anyways, probably won't. So when you're looking at these trends, of course, the main thing here to keep in mind that this is a stock that can easily times 10. So minus any market crashes or anything like that. Palantir Technologies has three main proper softwares that they use: Gotham, Foundry, and Apollo. And these are looking at all these different industries currently. They help with, you name it, they help with it. Automotive, case management, defense, life sciences, insurance, law enforcement. Their software data mines, looks for problems, solutions for those problems. And like I said, it's government, and also it has now entered the private sector. But when they were only government, people seem to be scared, which I don't understand why, because the government gives hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts to companies. So I don't understand what the fear is. Um, this stock definitely has a potential of times 10. Keep in mind, if there's a market crash, everything I'm saying probably could not be true in the near future, but within a year to 2 years for sure. All right, Snowflake Incorporated. Snowflake also is a stock that has a potential to times 10, and within a year, I would say. Could be a little bit longer, could be less. It's always hard to tell. The downside of this stock was supposed to open at 70. And when it was supposed to open at 70, I actually made a video that said this stock will triple in a day. Sadly, the sad part about that is uh, Warren Buffett, he invested in this stock in its IPO, and that's not normal for Warren Buffett to do. And I don't know if he was the person who made the decision, but they launched at a high price. That was, I think, 221, which is about 3 times. But because of the market, you can see it opened here at 253 if this is correct. And then I said, don't buy this stock because this is overvalued. And honestly, I think it is. I also feel it's unfair to investors who are interested in a stock, wish they can invest in IPO. They put out news they're going to be selling shares for 70. And then the day before that, you just change your mind and launch it 3 times higher because you know people will pay it. But then, of course, the stock did what I thought it would, and you can see the trend. It lost value. But, of course, it's been holding its own, and it peaked at 390. Now, of course, it's been on a downward trend. I don't know if it's going to go up or down. So that's something that you have to decide. But Snowflake Technologies and what it does is it aggregates data from every single data source it can. So I'm going to explain a couple important things. And with that data aggregation, they can determine where sales are coming from, where you're having problems. So they can correctly identify sales and then say, okay, based on what we know what type of advertising is working or what's working. We know what type of customer is buying your product, whether it be like, a 30-year-old guy that's single and, why sales are spiking here. They can get that detail. So, of course, when you're that detailed, it helps you target market your ads to people who are buying, can save companies millions of dollars. So mostly this is for larger companies. Recently, there was news that Adidas and some other companies were not advertising on Facebook as much. Honestly, there's a lot of speculation on the news why. My speculation is these companies were using technology from Snowflake, whether directly or indirectly. And they probably realized what a lot of people realize, that Facebook ads are actually convert very terribly. People are on Facebook to talk to their friends, not to be sold shit. So they probably stopped that. But you're looking at BlackRock, they're using Snowflake technology. There's so many companies that use Snowflake technology because of what it does. And that's why, despite anything, well, maybe they only times 5 in a year, but in 2 or 3 years, could they be times 10 from the current valuation? Definitely they could. Could go up quicker because their sales growth has been exponential. And if you search my videos, you'll see my original Snowflake video. So, and this is actually the 5th stop. I'm going to go over Asia Broadband, basically the ticker AABB. This company is making some pretty big moves. If you notice here, in 1 month, they went from being a 2-cent stock to being 54 cents at their peak. Right now, they are trending a little bit downward, which to me is a little bit surprising, but sometimes this happens with smaller stocks. They don't get as much play in the news. What they're doing that's unique and newer is they have a crypto wallet that's in their final phases of testing. And this crypto wallet's a little bit different because they basically are gold backed. So a lot of these cryptos are backed by nothing. One example here is this one, G999. G999 opened and then went up 50% in 2 days. Of course, they went back down, went back up, and they seem like they're stabilizing. But that's just kind of an example of what happens when something launches in the launch phase. And what I said, this makes it a little bit different when you're looking at this. It said basically they're gold backed. They're going to be launching next week. They mine their own gold and they're gold backed. So that's what makes this company a little bit different. Probably has a potential to go up 100%. Could have a potential to go up more than 100% very quickly. So check it out. So what do you think about the stocks? And of course, I do a lot of research on these. So if you did get this far, do me a favor and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know what you're invested in. So this is not information to buy or sell any stock or security. This is for entertainment purposes only, and you should do your own research. But I've done a lot, and that's why these are my picks. Have a great day, and good luck.